Hey everybody, welcome to Trivia Ronin. I'm your host, Matt McNelly, aka the real Jeff Fisher, aka some guy with a mustache, for Trivia Ronin. Good to see you all. Welcome. Whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube or you're sitting in my living room, welcome. We're happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. 1, we're an honor code trivia here, so you keep your own score. Feel free to cheat because you get nothing. There aren't any prizes. 2, after each question, you're going to have 45 seconds to answer. Absolutely do not show your answer until that timer is up. And if you're playing with us on Twitch, put your answer in with about 5 seconds left to go. That usually lines up with us online. We figured it out by now. It's been over a year. Crazy. So without further ado, we got 30 questions tonight. We're doing a Pride Month themed trivia, everybody. Happy Pride. So 10 questions about Pride, 10 potpourri. Our Wayla is mostly Pride themed. We're going to have a good time. And then I'll tell you a story at the end like I always do. Tonight's story is from the New York Times. I just read it and thought it was interesting. So without further ado, let's play Trivia Ronin. Question number 1. June is Pride Month in the United States, primarily to commemorate a series of riots that broke out at what West Village bar? 45 seconds. And that would be the West Village of New York. The Western Village in New York. Come on, timer. Where you at? Boom. Where? What was the name of the bar? It is also the name of a movie. What bar was it? What's the name of that bar? No running water. I told a story about it once. No running water in this bar. At the time. Now it does. Still open. Ten-second hint. Confederate generals. There he is. QVC got it. 2-1. Of course, we knew. Lee is a good guess. That is but it's the Stonewall. Stonewall Inn is the name of it. Well done, QVC. You got it. Question number 2 is a 2-pointer. We're getting a 2-pointer on 2. 2-pointer. The Rainbow Pride flag has 6 colors, but originally had 8. Which 2 were removed from the flag? 45 seconds. And honestly, round 2, we're probably going to start doing 30 seconds. We're just going to keep this thing moving. The pride flag you know and love today has 6 colors, but originally had 8 colors. 2 were removed. 1 because of fabric shortages. True story. Got too expensive. They said, we don't need it. You can always just guess. The hint on this one, Trivia Ronin. If that helps you. 3, 2, 1, QVC, you get it? I'm sure you did. Yes, good guess. So one of them was pink. You are right. The other one, turquoise. They ran out of pink fabric. Turquoise, they just said, meh, what's it really doing there? Pink and turquoise, or the colors of Trivia Ronin. Question 3. Within 5, how many countries around the world have legalized same-sex marriage? 45 seconds. How many countries? There's 196 countries recognized by maps. I think it's 195, 196, something like that. Within 5, best guess. Uh-oh. Within 5. And hopefully my microphone is working again. Check 1, 2. Yep. And show them. 15 is a good guess. 25 will get it for you because it's 29. 29 around the world. Should probably be more by now, but 29 is the answer. 25 will get it for you. Question 4. This term is thought to have originated in the theater of the 1800s in reference to the long petticoats the actors had to wear. 45 seconds. And not to drop my degree on anybody, but in the, at least Western theater of the 1800s, only men were allowed to act. What am I looking up? This term is thought to have originated in the theater of the 1800s, in reference to the long petticoats the actors were forced to wear for their costumes. And of course, I'm referring to male actors dressed as female actors, so you got it. Exactly. Drag. The coats used to drag on the ground. The skirts dragged on the ground, so they called it drag. And that's where we learned something. Question 5. Neil Patrick Harris should host everything, including this. But we first met him as a very young doctor named what? What was NPH's first breakout television character named? Named what? What was his name? I think that was the theme. Spelling doesn't count, but I was surprised to learn the spelling when I looked it up. NPH, host of everything. Should be. Show 'em! Yes, indeed. Hey, spelling, nailed it. Oh, wow, everybody nailed the spelling. Good job. Doogie, 2 O's. Hauser, like Bowser with a W. Good work. Doogie Howser, MD. Question 6. Shortly after coming out in 1993, Melissa Etheridge released this song, which earned her a Grammy, hit 25 on the charts, and became an anthem for lesbians everywhere. 45 seconds. And I'm already singing it in my head. Shortly after coming out in 1993, Melissa Etheridge released this song. Second single on the album. Question 6. I wrote too many words. But what was the name of that song? Melissy, Effie. She was probably a lesbian. Come to my window. Exactly. You guys nailed it. Come to my window. Not very subtle. Read the lyrics. It was pretty obvious. The 1990 documentary Paris is Burning follows the New York City ballroom scene at that time, where this magazine-themed dance style was just beginning to take shape. 45 seconds. Certain type of dance was coming about. That last word is shape. Again, wordy questions. If you haven't seen this documentary, see this documentary. It's good. Pretty good. The 1990 documentary Paris is Burning follows the New York City ballroom scene at that time, where this magazine-themed dance style, named for a magazine, and for the record, well before the Madonna song, show 'em, salsa's a good guess, but yes indeed, Larry got it. Voguing. Vogue. Man. And let me tell you, they do it's some pretty impressive voguing. It's like, Oscar Martinez level voguing occurring. Question 8. This Olympic gold medalist came out as a trans woman in 2015, and this year came out as a poor candidate for California governor. 45 seconds. What's her name? I'm going to, on the fly, make this question look better. Comma. There we go. Look at that. Everybody's seeing how the sausage is made there. This Olympic gold medalist came out as a trans woman in 2015 and in 2021 came out as a poor candidate for California governor. That's a better question. With the same answer. 3, 2, 1. What's her name? Show him. Excellent. Excellent guess. Yes. Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner. Question number 9. Last Thursday, this television show had a gay couple on for the first time. Unless you count Bert and Ernie. 45 seconds. It was the family episode. 2 gentlemen and their adopted child. I agree. Pretty late. Pretty late to the party on this one, but... And for the record... last Thursday, so a week from tomorrow. First time ever. Go for them. Happy Pride. 2-1, show them. Yes, of course, it is that show, Sesame Street. And for the record, Frank Oz has said, Bert and Ernie, not gay. However, come on now. It's about time. Question 10. This Apple CEO came out in 2014, making him the first openly gay chief executive in the Fortune 500. 45 seconds. This Apple CEO, quick hint, there's been 3 CEOs of Apple. I'm sorry. But it's the one, it's the now one is the answer to this question. First one, not the last one. I will say that. Several folks have come out since Tim Cook came out. Did you hear me? That's the answer. 3, 2, 1. I said it already. You heard it. Yep. QVC heard it. Larry heard it. Timothy Cook. Tim Cook. Out of the closet. Good for him. Also a billionaire. Good for him. So, guys, that's round 1. Hooray. That's your Pride trivia. Let's take 3 minutes. Let's gather our thoughts. Let's see you shortly. Adieu, mon cher. Is going to be more of the same, except it's just potpourri questions instead of Pride questions. Don't worry. We got more Pride coming for Wayla. In the meantime, though, welcome, T-Girl. Good to see you. Question number 11 goes like this. He didn't invent gravity because that's not a thing, but this person did invent calculus. 35 seconds. Accelerated Ronin. Don't worry, it's an easy one. You can't invent gravity since it already exists. Unless you're Ben Franklin, and then you can invent electricity. But that's because that's what America does. Inventions. Inventions of electricity. 6 seconds left. He didn't invent gravity because that's not a thing, but this person did invent calculus. He's the father of that. Yes, indeed. Larry got it. QVC using his official title. Thank you so much. He is Sir Isaac Newton. And by is, I mean was, because, well, he's dead. Question 12. 2-pointer. 2 English bands, 1 glam and 1 new wave, had drummers named Roger Taylor. True story. Name both. 2 different Roger Taylors. It's a 2-point question. 2 different English Roger Taylors. And I'm hoping I'm right on genre. I don't like to genreize bands because I feel like it gets divisive, but I'm pretty confident about the genre matching up to these bands. 2-pointer. two different English bands, one glam, one new wave, had drummers named Roger Taylor. T-Girl knows what's up. T-Girl knows her new wave and her glam. Yes. Ooh, good guess. Queen is, of course, correct. Duran Duran is the other one. Queen and Duran Duran are the two. Yeah. Roger Taylor. Getting a lot of work. Oh, and T-Girl knows because Queen is her favorite band. Heck yeah. Question 13. Speaking of bands, what city is home to John Lennon Airport? 35 seconds. This is not a trick question. This is a straight down the line, standard issue trivia question without a twist. Wouldn't it be fun if it was New Delhi, though? It's not. Manhattan, New York. Doesn't have an airport. Sorry. Imagine an airport in Manhattan. What a bad idea. 3, 2, 1. Of course, the city is, yes, you're right. The city's Liverpool. Because he's a Liverpudlian. That is the demonym for someone from Liverpool. A Liverpudlian. Question 14. Who painted Girl with a Pearl Earring along with only 34 surviving works? I mainly just put this in because I was shocked. You do Girl with a Pearl Earring, you'd think you did a couple other ones, but apparently not. Just 36, what's called extant works. Which I guess means like still survive. I don't know what that word means. Maybe that'll be a question next week. I should look that up. Who painted Girl with a Pearl Earring along with only 34 other surviving works? What's the name of that painting? I've asked a Girl with a Pearl Earring question before, but I haven't asked a question about the artist. But of course, that artist is... You got it. Let's see him. Anybody got it? It is... Renoir's a great guess. Do not know is a valid guess. Jan Vermeer. Dutch master Vermeer. Good old Vermeer. If somebody got that, it would have been a miracle. Nailed it. Question 15. Per the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, what's the name of Bilbo and Frodo's hobbit hole? Where do they live? I got a name for their house, because you know, English people. Rembrandt's a good guess. Rembrandt, closest to the pin. Half point for closest to the artist. Per the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, not George R.R. Martin, what is the name of Bilbo and Frodo's hobbit hole? This one's for the ones that read the books, you know what I'm saying? This is about them book reading. This is one of them Tom Bombadil type questions, you know what I'm saying? My peoples, are you with me? Where are you at? Where my loader people? Yes, T-Girl, you know. Of course, it's very close to their last name. It's Bag End. Hobbit House MD. Gets you a half point, Larry. Absolutely. Hobbit House MD. Great show. Question 16. What U.S. university is the only one where its sports teams are named the Spiders? That is poorly worded. I was tired this week. What U.S. university has sports teams called the Spiders? I know, right? Bag End is a great name, and Spiders is a great name. If you've been to the town where this university is located, they have a lot of spiders. It does make sense. Also, if you were applying to college as me, this school was your safety school. And I got in, and it was great. And I almost went. 2-1. Yes, indeed, QVC knows the coach of the basketball team, which is what this school is famous for. Ooh, Spokane Spiders would be good. That's probably a minor league baseball team, though. The University of Richmond Spiders. Go figure. That's just one of those you had to know. Question 17. According to myth, this dance was originally performed to appease the volcano goddess Pele. First time they did this dance. Pele. Pele. Not for the sports star Pele. I think there's probably an accent on that somewhere, but, you know. We don't know how to do that. We here at Trivia Ronin don't know how to accent our letters. This dance was originally performed It certainly is appeasing. Because, of course, it is. 2-1. Samba's a good guess. But this is a better guess. That should have been your hint. You nailed it. Hula. The hula. First hula was stopping a volcano, I guess. Question 18. Crater Lake is the only U.S. national park located in what state? Anyone know where Crater Lake is? That's the answer to the question. I know. Don't worry about it, T-Girl. They got volcanoes over there in Hawaii. And you got to appease the gods. That's also a quick teaser of tonight's story. Tonight's story, volcano themed. And I'm reading it out of a magazine. Crater Lake. The only U.S. national park located in what state? 1 out of 50. Yep. T-Girl's been there. QVC's been there, clearly. Or at least know of it. Show him. Ooh, Washington, right next door. Just south, Oregon. It's in Oregon. Only national park in Oregon. Go figure. Question 19, 2-pointer. Name both metal bands that Beavis and Butthead typically wear on their shirts. 35 seconds. Oh, T-Girl, that's a really smart idea. So, like, you have the name of the park and then people put it on a map? That's cool. That's very cool. T-Girl, can't wait to do your trivia at some point. It sounds awesome. 2-pointer. Beavis wears one, Butthead wears another. Beavis and Butthead, by the way, cartoon characters from the 90s. If you didn't know that, probably won't get this, but you might. It's an easy guesser. 2-1, show them. What do we got? That's one of them, QVC. Yes. Ooh, and spelling with lightning bolts over Larry. Larry got them both. AC Akadaka and Metallica. Oh, a photo pops up. You put on a map. That's cool. AC/DC, Metallica. 1 point each. Question 20. Last of this round. According to Freud, what is the female equivalent of the Oedipus complex? 35 seconds. Where my head shrinker's at? Boys have Oedipus. Women are from Venus, as the saying goes. According to Freud, that would be Sigmund, not his daughter, also a noted psychotherapist. Give you a hint, still a Greek myth. 2-1, show him. Yeah, all right. All right, some people know what's up. Yes, indeed. Everybody knows what's up. It's the Electra complex. Who killed Agamemnon? Maybe. Is that what happened? I don't know. Anyway, that's 2 rounds, everybody. Killing it tonight. Good work. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and we're going to do good old Wayla. It's going to be a Pride-themed Wayla for the month of June, so get excited.
Disney princesses, things you can stick up your ass that are nutritious, and Black history.
Hey there, welcome to Trivia Ronin.
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 I'm your host, Douglas Larlam, and I'm not wearing pants.
As of August 2019, what is the top grossing film to hold an MPAA rating of G?
It's gonna be a nice, quiet, intimate show.
She murders deaf children right after they get cochlear implants.
Don't ever forget I can kill people I think about.
We make up for it by being less creepy than Drew Carey.
Shit's going down on Twitch.
It's like 4 dementia movies. I wanted to watch them, but I forgot. Remember movies in theaters when they made money? That was the thing.
I'll make love to you.
Am I supposed to? Wait.
Saturday night and you're on Twitch during a pandemic. If you're not drinking, you're doing it wrong.
It's a cat toy on a reusable straw.
Fuck with that algorithm.
This is Doug's tie, by the way.
You almost don't need a gunshot to die.
Doug, you think we'll get a lawsuit out of this one?
I don't care.
Don't fuck this up, McNelly.
If you guys were just fucking dumb, I'd be better at this as a host.
It was Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4. That came out in 2019. When was that?
All know how Wayla works. We're going to stick to this little 35-second format because we're trucking along. It's great. So, Wayla time. Happy Pride Month. Here we go. Question number 1 is this. Who's this guy? 35 seconds. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Where are you? Where are my fun little answers? Hang on one second. I like to be able to show them. Oh, good. Oh, good. And they're just too big. How did that happen? Whatever. You know the answer anyway. 10 seconds left. Who's this guy? Or should I say, who's this guy? Of course, everybody knows. Everybody knows who saw Hairspray, at least. Show him. His name is Harvey Fierstein. Spelling doesn't count, and for some reason, the H doesn't count. I don't know why that got cut off. Anyway, never a dull moment. What is this thing? 35 seconds. What do we commonly call this thing? The device. Thank you. More the device than what's in it. I'll accept either one, of course. At Trivia Ronin, we're here to give you points. That's what we're here to do. I don't have one of these. I probably should. I was an actor once. Should probably get back around to it. 2, 1. Yes, indeed, T-Girl. You got it. Show them. Yeah. It's a compact mirror, or compact. Nailed it. Question 3. What movie is this from? 35 seconds. What movie is this a screenshot from? Couple of national treasures right there. It's not National Treasure. Very different film. These two, couple of national treasures. French title also accepted, if you know it. Based on a French book. Of course you knew. 2-1, show 'em. You knew what it was. It's the Cage aux Folles, or the Birdcage. The Birdcage. Question 4, who's this? Who's this actress? Or actor, as I believe those of us in the community have started to degender the word actor. Because, you know, why? It's gonna be tough winning Oscars for a while. But I'd be game if we just had, like, all right, 3 people were good this year, you get Oscars. Whatever you got between your legs. 3, 2, 1, that's my position. Who is this? Star of Orange is the New Black, of course, and many other things at this point. Laverne Cox is the name. Laverne Cox. Who's this guy? 35 seconds. Activist. San Francisco City Councilman. Murder victim, sadly. Who's this guy? An avid anti-dog poop crusader, this man. One of the first in the nation to try and get poop off the streets of San Francisco. Sadly, that vision has not been seen through. If anyone's been to San Fran, 2-1, show him. Yes, indeed, QVC. The man, the myth, the legend, Harvey Milk. And if you thought my next one was going to be Harvey Dent, that would have been smart, but it's not. This is tough. This is a pride flag for what community? 35 seconds. It's a tough one. It's one of the pluses in LGBTQ. It's a plus. And this is a tough one. I hadn't seen it till today, but I wanted to put it out here, so we saw it. West Hollywood's a good point. Yeah, T-Girl knows it. Great. Yeah. It was, asexual's close. There's a separate flag for that. It's non-binary. Non-binary pride flag. And what is this liquor? 35 seconds. I covered up the brand expertly, as I always do here at Trivia Round. It's like you can barely tell I did the work, you know? What brand of booze is this? Yes, T-Girl, you are correct. It is that. But what brand is what we were looking for? It is a vodka. I will say it's, if you've worked in a West Hollywood bar, you don't run out of this stuff. If you know what's good for you. 3, 2, 1. Exactly. It's vodka. It's American made, however. It's Tito's. And it's gluten-free. What kind of bird is this? It's a seabird. And this is a photo of this bird. Around 30% of them are lesbians, interestingly enough. So they have fertilized eggs, but then they tend to form two female partnerships and raise the children. The more you know. It's a seabird, I will say that. Cat saw a bird on the TV. What kind of bird? What bird are you? 3, 2, 1. Yes, indeed. Seagull's a good guess, but as John Cleese would say, albatross! Get your albatross here! It's an albatross, everybody. I know, it's hard when it's close up. Who's this guy? Dun, 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 dun. Handsome devil. Hi, buddy. You know who this is. The namesake of one of the sons in Arrested Development. Of course it is Job. George Michael. George Michael, last but not least, what company's former logo is this? It has been simplified. But when you take the... Excellent question. This is gay because the CEO of this company is a lesbian. Came out recently. Very exciting. So if you've been following along with your LGBTQ CEOs, you could guess this. Or if you just know the logo. But I don't think it's a Fortune 500 company, however. I doubt it. But hey, everybody needs it, right? Of course it is. Show them. Buddha. It's like Buddha, everybody. It's Land O'Lakes Buddha. That's 10, right? Yeah, there's good old Harvey's back. There he is. Guys, that's Wayla. Flying through it. Good work. Larry, where are we at on scores? You got to be doing a million. We'll figure it out on the break. 3 minutes left. When we come back, story time. I'm reading you a story ripped from the headlines, i.e. from a magazine article I read today that I found interesting. So, see you in 3. Bye-bye. There's an article called Living on a Volcano. And I said, go on. If you stand at the summit at night, you turn your flashlight off, all you can see are diamantine flecks shimmering in the dark. In that moment, you are floating untethered in an endless, inky pool. The inevitable rumblings of the blackened earth beneath your feet eventually remind you that you remain on this planet, and when a jet of incandescent molten rock shoots skyward and illuminates the land like a flare, you feel as if you are staring down a dragon. For those seeking to experience the raw and almost preternatural power of a volcano, you would be hard-pressed to find a better place than blank, northwest of the toe of Italy's boot and aptly known as the Lighthouse of the Mediterranean. Rising a mere 3,000 feet above the waves of the Tyrrhenian Sea, the seemingly diminutive volcanic isle is famed for its near-continuous summit explosions. Most volcanoes spend most of their lifetime in a state of quiescence, But this one bucks that trend. It's always active, says Mario Riepi, a geophysicist at the University of Florence in Italy. I always say it's the most reliable thing in Italy. It's not the trains. I love that quote. Stromboli is also home to a few hundred full-time residents. Their relationship with the volcano is largely cordial. Its regular explosive activity is confined to the summit and a slope named the Sciata del Fuoco, or stream of fire, which harmlessly funnels superheated debris into the sea. The frequent window-rattling booms have become barely noticeable background noise, while its effervescence has proved highly attractive to paying tourists. Small explosions rock the island all the time. Basically, and the story goes on, but I realized I already snuck the title in, so I'll tell you more of the story later. However, this thing blows up on a daily or weekly basis lately while hikers go up there. And apparently when they have these large explosions, which are referred to as paroxysms, which I find fascinating, people can actually die. And many have. Hikers will you'll instantly die either by the blast, which will stop your heart, or the gases that come out of the volcano will suffocate you instantly. However, again, people live on this place to this day. And my question to you, it's a short story tonight, but my question to you with 45 seconds is, it's also an island named for an Italian-American delicacy invented in Philadelphia that's made of cheeses and meats wrapped in bread, I think. I don't know. I haven't had one, but I hear they're good. Anyway, 35 seconds. You tell me, what's the name of this island? I'm hoping that the Twitchers weren't listening too close, because I did already say it. Exactly. It's a delicious, delicious treat. Anyway, I just found it fascinating. Story time is always fun where we like to learn things. I find it fascinating that anyone would live with an active volcano. Also, they're using this island as like as the place to figure out how to predict large volcanic eruptions. So they say that the island actually swells right before a big one. 2-1, show 'em. I said it if you heard. Nailed it. QVC nailed it. Jeff Fisher blew it tonight. Stromboli. The island of Stromboli. Just off the boot of Italy. Home to one of the world's most active volcanoes. Yes, Mount Etna is the original. This one, still doing the thing. QVC, you are welcome. Thank you for listening. So, guys, appreciate you always. We're coming back. So, next Wednesday, Mr. Doug Larlam is taking over for 1 week, and then I will be back in 2 weeks, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, after working 14 shifts in a row. I'm going to feel great. So, without further ado, congrats to QVC. You nailed it. You guys are the best. Appreciate you. For everyone here at Trivia Ronin, I am Matt McNally saying, don't be a scumbag. Watch out for volcanoes. And we will see you soon. Appreciate you, T-Girl. Appreciate you, QVC. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.